Hello and welcome to Any Building Grows Come On Everyone series. Today, we'll be taking you on a guided tour of this 6-level course designed to give students a confident start to learning English. Each title in the Come On Everyone series consists of a student book, workbook, and teacher's book. The student book comes with a supplementary Reader's Theater storybook, a free app, and additional online practice. For teachers, the series includes interactive whiteboard materials and access to our online learning management system. Now, let's take a look at the features of the Come On Everyone series. With task-based activities and vivid illustrations, Come On Everyone inspires students to develop important 21st century skills, namely critical thinking, creativity, collaboration, and communication. Each unit is designed following a Content and Language Integrated Learning approach, or CLIL, with interesting real-world topics that promote practical English language acquisition. Reader's Theater storybooks are included to help students review what they've learned from each level of the course book, but in the context of classic stories, fairy tales, and myths. For teachers, the interactive whiteboard and other multimedia resources make teaching a breeze. For students, our free app allows easy access to lesson content which they can review comfortably on their smartphones. The Come On Everyone series is designed around task-based speaking activities to develop students' communication, collaboration, and critical thinking skills. Meanwhile, critical individualized activities, projects, and presentations provide excellent opportunities for students to practice what they've learned together and on their own. A variety of pattern speaking activities and drills help to model output and reinforce what students are learning in the lessons. Presentations help build students' overall fluency and encourage them to consider not only what they say, but also how they say it. The wide variety of speaking activities helps students develop important 21st century skills, namely communication, collaboration, creativity, and critical thinking. Moreover, our Content and Language Integrated Learning, or CLIL lessons, contain cultural tips and other useful information about subjects that are relevant to students' lives, preparing students for the real world. In addition to the Come On Everyone student book and workbook, the series comes equipped with a Reader's Theater storybook for each level. The storybooks incorporate topics and structures that students learned in class in a fun new way. Reader's Theater storybooks provide excellent opportunities for class discussion and decision-making as students choose between two possible endings and perform the stories to increase their language proficiency. Teacher-friendly multimedia materials, such as our interactive whiteboard, animated stories, songs, chants, and games, offer additional practice for students to review what they've learned in class. Now, let's take a look at a sample unit from Come On Everyone. Each unit of Come On Everyone contains 5 lessons. At the start of Lesson 1, a full-page illustration introduces the key words in context. The lesson's key structures are presented using text, images, and audio. The students practice the key words and key structures with a speaking activity. Following the practice sections, an entertaining chant or song takes advantage of students' natural inclination toward music and rhythm to help them memorize and practice the key words and structures from the lesson. In Lesson 2, clear, vivid illustrations present new keywords and one or more new key structures. An interactive speaking-based task requires students to use the key structures in order to accomplish a task or play a game. Depending on the structure, the activity may include cards, stickers, and/or worksheets. A fun story in Lesson 3 provides additional opportunities for listening practice and reading comprehension. The students practice reading out loud using the key words and key structures, which over time helps develop their reading fluency. Students also get a chance to internalize the key language by making their own customized version of the story. Silly tongue twisters at the end of the lesson provide a phonics review with extra pronunciation practice. For Come On Everyone levels 4 to 6, the short illustrated stories are replaced by longer reading passages that focus on promoting core values such as volunteering. Students get to make their own version of one of the stories in the Make Your Own Story section. In the lower levels, students can complete the story by choosing and sticking various stickers and selecting different vocabulary. In the higher levels, students complete their own version of the story by filling in key sections with their own ideas. In Lesson 4, students review the key words from Lessons 1 and 2 with a writing exercise. They then review the key structures from the lessons with a listening activity. Finally, an interactive speaking task helps the students effectively wrap up what they learned in Lessons 1 and 2. For Come On Everyone Level 4 to 6, students are introduced to more in-depth presentation activities. Lastly, in Lesson 5, a CLIL passage connects English language learning to other school subjects such as social studies, math, and science. The grammar from the unit's key structure is presented in a chart, with students completing various exercises for more practice. After every 2 units, students can check what they've learned in a special review unit. Here, students can review keywords as well as read and answer questions about a passage containing the key words and structures from the 2 previous units. As part of our Reader's Theater storybooks, each story contains 2 possible endings for students to choose from. This helps students develop their critical thinking skills by comparing the 2 endings while also engaging their creativity by encouraging them to write their own endings. Moving to the workbook, each page of the workbook corresponds to the lessons in the student book. In the teacher's book, detailed lesson plans are provided to support teachers of all levels of experience. Teachers will find useful tips and suggestions for each section of each page in the student book, as well as exciting ideas for supplementary activities to engage the class during the lesson. There are also extra worksheets and tests. These include unit tests, a midterm, and a final test with notes for teachers and answer keys. Now let's look at some of our resources. To access our learning management system for more teaching materials, please visit us at lms.anybuildandgrow.com. One of our most successful resources for Come On Everyone is our Classroom PowerPoint. Teachers may use our Classroom PowerPoint just as they would our interactive whiteboard, but without the need to go online. There's also a free app for students that comes complete with songs, videos, and additional practice exercises. That wraps up our introduction to the Come On Everyone series. Thank you for watching and best of luck in your classes. Goodbye!